What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We're back at Copart in Oklahoma City for another Copart walk around. Let's jump into this today and see what we find. Do you guys remember this? I'm not going to spend any time on it because I think most of you are going to remember this. Isn't this that Chevy Trax? Is that what this is? A Chevy Trax? It looks like Wolverine came across the side. Yeah. This is it. This is the same one. This thing's got to been sitting here for months, guys. Remember? I did the video and I told you guys how easy this was to fix. This is a super easy repair. You could patch up the hood, patch up the fender, replace both of those doors. The only trouble comes into that quarter panel there, doesn't it? But I mean, you could fill that in. You could work on that and get that straight. Get this thing repainted, and down the road you go. This thing is still sitting here months and months later. This thing is from October of 2022, and it's still sitting here. I told you guys before, sometimes cars can sit here for years. Now, we haven't done any trucks here in a while, so I decided I'll go ahead and throw in a little bit of truck content. And there's a perfectly good Ram sitting right next to it. So y'all should be proud of me because I bypassed the Ram to bring you guys a 2014 Chevy Silverado. No, it's a Silverado. I know it's a Silverado. I'm just saying. Anyway, it's got I actually like this. It's white. It's got this red, black, and white stripe. The pinstriping. I really like it. I think it looks really good. It looks like it's a pretty basic truck. It's obviously a single cab. It's a flex fuel, and it's got the short bed, and it's got the poverty cap wheels and all of that good stuff too. But overall, it's really a nice looking truck. Now, the real question is what's under the hood. Hopefully it's not a V6. And the next question is, why is it here? I don't see anything wrong with it. It's got good tires all the way around. The body looks good. Maybe the tailgate doesn't work. That's probably what it is. Tailgate. Nope, the tailgate works. Tailgate actually works better than my 21 Ram. This is not a bad looking truck at all. In fact, I kind of like it because it's got that short bed, single cab look to it, man. Back in the 80s and the 90s, the single cab was like king of the road, man. Most people were riding around on a short bed with a single cab. Nowadays, all trucks have got these big 4 doors. I just like the looks of these. I guess it's kind of nostalgic is what it is. It's only got 14,000 miles. I'm kidding. I read that wrong. It's got 147,000 miles on the odometer. The roof looks like it has been wet several times. Oh, you know what? I guarantee you this was a work truck because it's got the work truck package. I'll guarantee you there are holes in the roof from antennas for radios, and they hadn't been sealed properly. That is not the case. Okay. I thought for sure we were going to have some plugs up there, or lack of plugs for CB antennas or radio antennas. Interesting. I guess the windshield's been replaced. There's a lot of damage to the dashboard, like a lot. And there's some glass up here too. You can see a lot of damage right there as well. So at some point, a windshield came in on this truck, I think. So let's go ahead and fire it up real quick. See what she sounds like. I bet it runs. I know it's got power, and we know it's got 150,000 miles on the odometer. Ooh. Well, that's a Chevy for you. Typical Chevy, broken. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. Well, that doesn't sound good, does it? Good oil pressure. Voltage is good. I hear popping from right down here. It sounds like a leak right around the catalytic converter. It revs up all right. Definitely a solid misfire. Backwards. Forwards. Yes to both. Brakes feel good. Important window. Yes. This thing's gonna have that damn V6 or that straight 6 under the hood. Sorry, V6. I'm thinking of the Colorado or whatever, which is a straight 5. Anyway, oh, I know that smell. I know that smell all too well. Woo! Head gasket. I'd put money on that one. I'd put money on that. Let's pop this hood and see what's going on under here. No. It's gonna be a 5.3, I guess. 4.3. It is the V6. Doesn't that look, just from staring at it, does that not look just like the V8? It's not. I get it. It's the 4.3. It's a little 6-cylinder, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that motor. It's you know, for towing and really working, it'll do it. But you should probably stick to a V8. Let's see. I can't even reach. Lovely. I can't reach the dadgum oil dipstick on this thing. I just know it's full of... No! It's clean oil. I swear I could smell the burning coolant mixed with oil. And look. Look in here. Look at the smoke coming out of that dipstick. I hope you can see that. Tricky little truck. Very tricky. I'm still going to stand by head gasket. Look at all that steam coming out of there. There's a lot of steam coming out of this. And I'm getting soaking wet playing with this dipstick. Let's see. Look at that. Huh. Well, I'm not going to pretend to know for sure what's going on here, but I'm going to put my money on a head gasket on this. You could just smell it, man. You could just smell it. Either way, I mean, head gasket's not a big deal on this, especially on a little 6-cylinder. Super easy to pull the heads on this thing. For me, I'm not really looking for a truck, but I thought I'd share one with you guys, so let's move on to the next one. Well, here's another one I recognize. This is that old Saturn that we looked at many months ago. And yeah, the bumper was hanging off, but other than that, it looked fine. I seem to remember it didn't run very well, and I decided to go ahead and pass on this one, but looks like it's still sitting here. Since when? Let's see. March of 23. I'm pretty sure we looked at this long before March of 23, and the thing is still sitting exactly where we left it. How about a little BMW 325 Ci? I almost feel like we've looked at this too, but I know we haven't. This one's got hail damage. Lots of hail damage. I like this little thing though. Good tires. The body, aside from hail dings everywhere, is decent. It looks like it's probably been rode hard and put away wet. Let me sit my bag down over here. Let's take a closer look at it. Windshield is busted. This window is partly left down. Ooh, oh, it's been sitting, guys. This has been sitting. Look at all the mud caked up inside of this. And someone filed a claim on it? This thing's been sitting a long time, guys. It smells about how you would expect it to. Yeah, this car been sitting forever. Look at all of this. Yo, look. This thing was sitting under a damn tree or in a field, and somebody waited for it to catch some hail, and they filed a claim. They're like, got it. Got it. Look at that. Yeah. I'm just gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna say it doesn't have any power, and it sure isn't gonna start. I guarantee it is not gonna start. Look at this. Come on. Somebody parked this thing probably years ago, and they kept full coverage insurance on it, just hoping that someday. Oh man, yeah, this thing's in beautiful condition. It's not really a car that anybody'd be looking for anyway, but I like this old body style. I think BMW had a really good look to them back in the day. Not to say they don't now. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Not to say they don't now, but I don't know. I kind of like this old school look, man. I think BMW was pretty damn sharp. Look at all this. And something was eaten over here. They were using that as a food tray. There's poop and everything all through here. Something was using that for a bathroom. Same deal over here, man. Squirrels, looks like they were up under here eating nuts. They're having orgy parties. Yeah. I'm not even going to waste my battery on this car, guys. I promise you it does not run. Oh, wow, that's nice. That is nice. Yeah, okay. Let's move on to something else. How about this one? This one doesn't look too bad. It's a G35. I mean, it doesn't look great, but it doesn't look wrecked. What year is this? An 04? It is. It's an 04 G35. It's all blacked out. They call that murdered out. It's murdered out. Except for the taillights and the headlights, I guess. Big fart can coming out the back. Look at the size of that. The body actually looks pretty good on this. I mean, it really does. In all seriousness, it's got a pretty good ding right there. But I mean, on something this old, who really cares, man? Who really cares? These are fun cars. It's got that aftermarket, looks like a Duraflex front bumper, and they used to have the little tie to hold the bumper in place. I'm sure there's no damage under there. There might not be. I don't know. It's got some Barum tires. Huh. I don't know who that is. Bramaris, I don't know. Let's take a look at the interior. Tinted the windshield. That's illegal, but you know, so is the tint on the sides as well. That's super dark. Black on a very light colored interior. That's different. Normally it's dark on dark. This is black on like beige. Oh, it smells like weed. Well, it smells like a lot of things. There's a lot of smells coming from this one, but it smells very strong of marijuana. Ooh, wow. Yeah. Black and Mild, Swisher Sweets, that kind of thing. Uh-huh. Someone was smoking. Someone was toking in this car. Woo! Wow. She's dead as a doornail. Oh, there we go. Yeah, those are packs for swishers, and there's some stems. Hold on. See, that's how you know you're not getting the good stuff, man. If you're buying it with stems and seeds and sticks, nah, man, that's that bunk. You can be spending a little extra money to get the good stuff. I mean, I don't. Never mind. I'm just. That's not my thing anymore. I'm just saying. I remember being a teenager, man, and. Yeah, that's all I got to. You had to pick your own seed stems and sticks out. Let's pop the hood. Curious to see if this thing has an engine under the hood. The chances of it running, considering the rest of the car, I'm going to say pretty slim. Pretty slim that this thing actually runs. Oh boy, yeah, the El Cheapo hot air intake and the missing wheel liner. Oh yeah, this will definitely not run. I'd put money on that. Let's go ahead and throw a jump start on it, guys. Let's see what it does. It may surprise me. It might actually fire up. I don't think so. Drop a comment below. Tell me if you think the little Infiniti G35 is going to run. It's time to find out. But I noticed something. I didn't notice before. How did I not notice this? Look at this wheel. That wheel's into that fender. That ain't right. This wheel should be more like out here. That caster is the caster is way off on this wheel. So there's going to be suspension damage over here on this side. I can promise you that. See how look at this side. All right. See how the caster's nice and level. Looks really good. Looks really good. You got even gaps between the fender and the bumper, even though the bumper's hanging off. That's the way it's supposed to look. So we got some suspension damage on the passenger side there. No big deal though. I don't think it'd be too hard. Ooh, 182,000 miles on the odometer. Whew. Well, that didn't sound, it didn't sound promising. Oh, wow. Nope. 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 All right. Well, that answered that. I suppose I was wrong. It does run. And now that I've hooked up the battery, look at that. The window went up, which is great because it's been pouring rain all day, and this will help keep the interior safe. So I was wrong. It did run. It does run. It runs. I just wouldn't recommend running it for very long. The engine is toast. You can hear rods and bearings squealing. Yeah, it's really, really bad. You know, you've got self-tappers holding your front bumper on, little bitty ones too. Little tiny self-tappers. These are holding in the bumper and the grille. Yeah, this is, you know, that's perfectly safe. Perfect for highway use. This would be a great car for absolutely nobody. So we're going to move on. Now this could be a great little car for somebody. It's got some bumps and bruises, but it's a Toyota. It's a 2001 Toyota Corolla. And aside from a dent in the door and, well, it's a few other things, it's not that bad of a car. I don't know about you, but I have driven cars way worse than this. I have driven cars with way worse damage than a dent in the door and a couple little dings in the quarter panel. Honestly, if the door still works, and I guarantee it does, yeah, see, I would just drive it. Who cares? Who cares, man? It's a commuter. What I would do is probably throw a set of tires on it, throw a set of matching hubcaps on it just for good measure, and give it a bath, and maybe, you know, fill in the rust, paint over where the rust color is coming through and all that. And this wouldn't be a bad little car. A great little commuter. I would even say it's probably better than just an A to B car. This is a decent, respectable looking little Toyota. Crazy for a door. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could always go put a door on it. It's where the majority of the damage is. Even an amateur could Bondo this damage here and have it repainted. You know, it's not that big of a deal. Let's take a peek at the inside. It's actually, back here anyway, very, very clean. Not a bad little car. This thing is decent. And I already know a lot of you are going to say, this is the perfect car for your daughter, Randy. Well, I think some people misunderstood what I said in my last video where I was telling them that we're not going to be buying a car for my daughter. It's not my choice, all right? My daughter lives with her mother, and her mother and stepfather have decided that she lives in their house and they're going to put her on a moped. I want to be very clear. I know a lot of you are very concerned about my child, and I appreciate that, but I'm concerned about her too. But this isn't my decision, guys. This is their decision. And if she goes along with it, then it's ultimately her decision. I bought a car. It's almost, you guys, there's not another, I haven't made another video yet, but I've got that car this close to being where it needs to be a reliable daily driver that could be used. But again, they have determined that she is not in any condition to be driving a car. I think a moped is an even worse decision. I'm with you guys. I think that is a horrible decision, and I foresee something bad happening. But I don't get a say. I don't have a choice in the matter here. I even offered, if she was having that much trouble driving, I offered to put her in driving school up there, like a hands-on driving school. I said, I'll put her in driving school and I'll pay for it and I'll still buy the car and everything. And that didn't seem to be received very well. So, you know, it is what it is. If any of you have you know, exes and you've had kids, and you know what I'm talking about, you know, you do what you can, but ultimately it's out of your hands. So I want to thank all of you for your concern. And I know you guys are going to say that this car is perfect, and I would be inclined to agree with you, truthfully. I would buy this. Assuming it runs and drives, I would absolutely buy this for her. But we are past that point. They're not interested in her having a car. So back to the car. Let's see if it's got any juice. Oh, the key doesn't want to work. Uh-oh. Maybe I gotta turn the wheel. There we go. Well, she's dead. She's dead. It's got a Pioneer head unit. We've got several lighters that are stuck with melted crap. The floor looks like somebody bled out on it. Very strange. Such a nice car with some very odd imperfections. That's from a lot of smoking. That's like cigarettes or roaches or whatever hitting the door panel. And the same thing with the seat down here. Lots of burns in the seat here as well. It's a shame. Lots of burns down here too. So my theory is that this car was probably very well maintained, probably very well loved. I notice a lot of Toyota owners really seem to care about their cars. They take care of them, you know. I think it got sold to somebody who did not care about it. And that person probably did everything that you're seeing. Man, what a great little car. I would still consider buying it anyway, though, just to bring it to the channel. Just to bring it to the channel, because I don't buy Toyotas. And there's no reason for it. I don't hate Toyotas. I'm not a Toyota hater. I don't know. I don't find them very interesting, and I don't mean that to be offensive. It probably will offend somebody, though. But I don't find most Toyotas to be all that, you know, entertaining. They're just kind of, good, reliable, solid transportation. Let's check the oil. Oil looks clean. Trans fluid. I wonder what the miles are on it. Trans fluid is, whoo, that's very dark. Very dark. But you see what I mean? Look here. Interstate battery, right? Of course, it's a very old battery. Somebody loved this at one point, and they took very good care of it. Let's put a jump on it real quick and see what it does. Moment of truth. You know as well as I do this car runs. You know as well as I do this car runs and probably drives just fine. Probably has cold air conditioning. Just needs a really good detail. 202,000 miles. Whoa. Wow. I knew it. I told you. Yep. 202,000 miles. It's completely out of gas. My goodness. This thing has been sitting here since December of 22. And it's still sitting here. Oil change sticker says it's supposed to be back at 204,824. So it's not even due for an oil change yet. So somebody was at least taking care of it with changing the oil. Let's turn on I heard the compressor. I told you the air conditioning's gonna work. And there it is. I told you. I told you. Steering feels good. Brakes feel good. Backwards, yes. Forward, boy, that air conditioning, that is insane cold air conditioning right there. Important window, of course. Less important window. Yeah, I knew it. What a great little car. It needs a good cleaning. E-brake even works, man. What a great little car. Engine sounds super healthy. Lots of little storage compartments. Oh, you got a cigarette in there, and there's somebody's house keys in there. That's always nice. You got the books. Oh, mice. Mice. Great. Lovely. Well, that's nice. Now oh well. It's probably not the worst thing I've touched in one of these cars today. Man. I think I should put this on my watch list, and when it comes up, I should buy this. I really should. I don't care it's got a little dent in the door, and I bet most people wouldn't care either. I'm telling you, you throw a set of tires and a set of hubcaps on it, clean this thing up inside and out, and this would be a great little car for somebody. Alternator's charging like it's supposed to. You can shut this off, take this off. Battery's probably bad. It looks like it was pretty rough to begin with, and then you got it sitting out here for, you know, 7 months, almost 7 months. Well, I wonder if they let me drive this around. This could be my yard car, man. Instead of having to walk, I could just roll this sucker around, man. Be like, hey, can I borrow this yard car real quick? let me just use this to get around. All right, well, I doubt it'll start back up. I'm willing to bet if we shut her down, she's probably dead as a doornail. Headlights are off. Let's give her a little rev. Let's charge up that battery. Windshield wipers work. Look at that. Yeah, dead as doornail. That battery's gonna be shot. Either way though, man, if you could get this thing for a decent price, I'd snatch this up in a heartbeat. Next, I think I'm gonna buy this. That's right, I do. I think I'm gonna buy it. Just needs a little work, and then I can go and I can race out of Cletus McFarland's Freedom Factory, man. Look, it's already ready. Truthfully, you don't even need to fix it. It's ready to race. Hey, as long as the back tires still move, that's all that matters. It's already damaged on the right side too, because you know you're gonna end up sliding against the wall. Who cares? It's already tore up, man. This thing would be perfect. This thing would be absolutely perfect for taking out and racing. Oh man, we could have fun with this. But this isn't the car I'm talking about, guys. No, we got a 2019, I believe, Volkswagen Jetta over here with hail damage. You guys know I love my hail damage vehicles. I really do, because you can get them pretty dang cheap, and you're still getting a really new car that should be relatively reliable, unless you're talking about Volkswagen, Audi cars. But anyway, 19 Jetta, there it is right there. Picked up on May of 23, so this is a recent pickup here, and the hail damage is very, very real. I don't know how well you can see it. There's not very much sunlight out today. It's very, very wet. You've got a lot of condensation. There's water in this rear taillight. And look at this roof. It's bad. It's, she got hammered. She got hammered. This one definitely looks more like a golf ball. Get it? Volkswagen Golf instead of a Jetta. It looks more like a golf ball with all these divots in it. But I still think this would be an absolutely great car for somebody. Probably very low miles too. I bet it's got under 40,000. It's very dirty. Ooh, the interior's got an interesting smell. It was definitely, yeah, I don't know. Okay, yeah. I didn't want to say it. But the proof is right there. Look at all of the cigar pieces in there, man. So yeah, somebody was rolling spliffs up in this. I knew it. And then they had this, it's got this overpowering scent of like laundry detergent or something. Oh, I said I bet it doesn't have over 40,000 miles. It's got 39,913. Booyah. 39,913. What is this? What is this little thing? Info? Remote start? That's weird. 3 key fobs, and one of them is just like a little bitty remote starter. Anyway, I was right. I knew that it smelled like that, and I've been able to prove it. And this is just a lucky guess that it had under 40,000 miles on it. Where's the push to start? Let's see what it sounds like. See? Welcome, Angela. Hello, Angela. Attention, the engine is running. Well, thank you for telling me that. The sound of the direct injection, the RPM, the tachometer, you know, being over 1,000 RPM. I would not have remembered that my engine was running. It is so crazy that we need so many instructions to tell us what not to do, what to do, how to do. It seems wild that you have to put instructions on a packet of Tide Pods that tells you not to eat the laundry detergent. You have to put labels telling people don't put your feet on the airbag. Oh, and also don't put items on top of the airbag, because the airbag will come out and, you know, you might not survive it. Don't drink engine coolant. Don't drink motor oil. When did we become a society that needed to be told not to eat Tide Pods? That's what I want to know. Anyway, air conditioning is ice cold. Steering feels, guys, it's a 40,000 mile Volkswagen. Everything is gonna work. I am surprised the check engine light's not on, but aside from that, this is a good car. It may not be pretty, and the air conditioning, like I said, ice cold. Backup camera, backwards, forward. Somebody's got the parking brake on. Sometimes, yeah, there we go. There it goes. Let's do it again. Oh yeah, not an issue. Forward, backward. It runs absolutely great. Absolutely great, and everything works. You're going to drive around looking like you're driving a golf ball. If you're okay with that, and I for one am, I don't care. It's a car. It doesn't have to be pretty. I mean, I prefer it to be pretty, but it doesn't have to be. It's a freaking car. It's a tool, man. It's like my saw or a drill, you know? Do your job, take me back and forth to where I gotta go, and do very little complaining about it, and we'll be okay. Oh, there's oil all over the coils under the hood here. What? Must be from the oil changes. They've spilled oil. I don't know if you guys can see that. But there's literally oil all over the top of this engine of a 40,000 mile Volkswagen. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Okay. Anyway, there it is. There it was. I think we're going to make this the last one, guys. I'm done. We're going to get out of here. And with that, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, hit the thumbs up button. If nothing else, hit the thumbs up button because I'm out here in the rain. I'm soaking wet now filming for you guys. You've all been asking for Copart walkarounds. Well, here you go. I got more coming. Stay tuned. Till next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.